The YouTube streets is lit up. The YouTube streets is lit up. Now, if you're following the um, thing with Nature Boy, there was a recent video that surfaced with him and some couple prisoners. Seems like he's bowing down and all that. So there is a bit of a discussion: is he running the prison? Is he making a new tribe in the prison or not? I personally think he's made his case worse, and he can just carry on making his case worse and worse. His case is very active. He thinks he's showing his dominance over people, but what exactly are you doing? You're literally showing your ass right now. And I'm not going to show the video, actually. It's not worth me showing the video because it's all over, internet right now. So, in a nutshell, he's making his case worse. So, your wives made it worse. You're making it worse. Carry on. Solar, on the other hand, is flirting with a person called the SunGod. I mean, when you look at the video, he's literally flirting with the man. I'm going to let me find it, actually. Hold on. Right. Now, let's talk about the idiot right here now. Now, Solar, right? We know he's attracted to men. He's probably, he's a down low man. It's pretty obvious he's a down low man. And I don't know if you can hear me. My daughter's loud or not. And in this video, right, he's talking all this so-called knowledge, spaceships, blah, blah, blah. You know how it goes. But if you look carefully, you'll see he's flirting with the man. If you look at it carefully, he's saying all the right things. Right, he doesn't take his eyes off the screen not for 1 minute, not for 1 minute. He's just talking and talking and talking and talking. And this guy was one of the guys that Nature Boy was really intrigued with because he's called the SunGod on IG. Okay. So he is like he's like, I forgot what they call it. Those men who looks like women, who looks very feminine like looking man. But if you look carefully, if you watch it carefully, you'll see he's literally kind of flirting with the guy. So, he's crushing on him. He's literally crushing on him. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take you back and I'm gonna show a bit of this video. I'm not gonna show Nature Boy's little antics because he's always doing something. Because like we know, Nature Boy wants to be relevant and blah 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 blah. But I'm gonna look at his members instead because they're more stupid and idiotic, dummies, fools. I don't know. There's so many names I can call them right now, but I won't go through it right now. Solar is really Nature Boy's concubine. I can say he's one of his. He can say he's a protege. He wants to be like his master so hard, like the puppet master. But anyways, let's look at this video, and I'll probably do a bit of commentary. I'll see how I feel. But I feel like doing commentary over this video because like what I'm coming to find out is that they're watching everybody's reactions. They turned up on Max V's video, him and True turned up on Max V World video. So they are watching. They're watching us. It's fine. But you know what? Don't watch me, Solar. I'm not your fan. I'm not Janae's fan. I'm not your fan. I don't want to be your fan. I don't care about you guys. You guys, all I'm seeing right now is that you are doing your master's will. And you help, like, you already done your masters, well, because you got Janae already, and she's so stupid she fell for it. So anyway, just watch the interaction between these two men, and put in the comment section what exactly do you think is going on the screen. What's going on the screen? Because I watched it and I'm like, bro. Anyways, I'm going to take it back a step, and then we are going to probably talk over this, because Solar ain't really got a lot to say. He thinks he knows a lot of shit, and he's just young and dumb. Okay, right now, so let's just do this.
And choose the truth that will gain access to these realms. And we don't have a choice. Leadership is not, it's not a gift. It's not something that you want. It's a responsibility. It is a responsibility. Here we are. You just being yourself. I don't care what the numbers are. I don't care who's in here, who's not in here. This is a galactic conference. This is a conference of the kings, the conference of the gods. We're coming down. Had Kukulkan. I'm in Mexico. The Kukulkan spirit literally came into me, and I literally was like, "Whoa." You know what I'm saying? And I did an ayahuasca ceremony, a couple different things, and I cleaned my vessel. I'm completely clean, bro. It's all kind of different things that go into it. Everything you say clicks, 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 clicks. And bro, I just want to say thank you, and I want to learn from you. And I'd like to see what else you know about this, because you have mastered a whole area of knowledge I'm not really aware about. I mean, I'm aware of, but not well versed in. And so I'd like to promote you, and I'd like to redirect people to you for certain things. I'd like to know what it is that you really want to offer to the people. And you know what I mean? I have a whole network of people that I actually would like to support you, and I actually want to extend an invitation to you to an invite only event I'll be hosting.
Okay, so SunRaa is dealing with Malachi Z York. He's part of the Malachi, what to call them? The Malachi Z York people. He's part of those people. So on his IG, when you go to his IG, you'll see who he's connected to and what he's into, basically. He has a certain look about him too, well, as you can tell. But when I'm going to play most of this, and then I'm going to show his IG, so you can see exactly who Solar is talking to. Exactly. All of a sudden now, he's talking to Dr. York's people. Now we all know what Dr. York is known for now. I mean, I'm sorry, I gotta say, like, we all know what he's known for and what he's trying to do. And oh yeah, and also what he's talking about on here is about the ayahuasca and all that. Because keep in mind now, right? He's in Mexico and all this, so it's like a promotion of drugs going on. But the guy makes some funny noises as he's talking. He makes some. I was like, what the hell is that noise? He makes some funny noises as he's talking to him. Like a whoo hoo noise, like one of those noises. I thought it was a child. I thought a child was there. But it's the guy making that noise. So I'm gonna let it play.
And I think that you're ideal. You're exactly the type of people I'm looking for. So, and it's not a cult. We're not forming a cult. It's just independent people coming together to see how we can help each other in our own demographic, since we represent such large groups of people. I know you do, and you're just started yourself, right?
Hey, I shook. First of all, I shook, man. I appreciate you. I shook. Infinite, I shook. I do have a question. So, how was that ayahuasca ceremony? Do you would you promote that? Because a lot of people were asking about that, and we can learn from each other too. I don't know anything about that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so psychedelics. When you come to psychedelics, you got the mushrooms, you got the ayahuasca, the DMT, and I've been able to do all of them, okay. And I've had the same experience on all of them. DMT is shorter, mushrooms was just a different pathway to the same thing, and ayahuasca for me, since I was clean and pure when I did it, I went straight to heaven state. And what these things do is they're insights to who we are. So, do we need them? No. They are tools, and they are things that we can use to understand what we can do. And when you're in these states and you're channeling, you're like, yo, this is life. And what you're doing is you're actually unveiling your senses. Your senses turn up. When you do ayahuasca and you your heart and you're no longer purging, when you're done purging, people do it to purge. They use it as a tool. When you're done purging and you're clean.
But people have guided ayahuasca ceremonies. They don't just go and do it by themselves. You need a expert on ayahuasca. From what I was told by people, you need a person who is an expert on ayahuasca, because some trips can be really brutal for some people. So you have to have a professional, a expert on spot. I don't know why he's trying to make it like he knows it all, because he's had it and you think he's good. But what's good for you might not be good for the other person. See, like, you might be saying all this. A person might have a bad trip and go crazy and do madness. You don't know what is going to happen in the ceremony. And from what I hear about it, if you haven't got a professional around you, a lot of things can go wrong. It can go literally south. The thing with him and Janae is that how, right, they do little things and then they try to promote it as theirs. You can't promote something that's not yours as yours, especially when it comes to things like ayahuasca or mushrooms, whatever. You have to have an expert on that, on in place, because it can turn pretty brutal. Because basically people face their demons, and some demons can be worse than others. It can turn into a murderous situation. You don't know, because people have all types of traumas. Some people haven't surpassed their traumas, and you're there doing ayahuasca with a unprofessional person. It can turn pretty brutal, dude. So I think you lot should rethink that one and make sure there is a person from the tribe or a shaman, somebody to be around. Don't try to be an expert or something that you don't know. You know, he's just, because he wants quick money, and he's trying to think of all different schemes. Like, right, he's been taught very well by Nature Boy. So now he's trying to make out he's some ayahuasca expert.
Then you enter and you vibrate and you feel this heaven state. The problem is people keep going back to these medicines rather than living clean. And so there's people here who are shamans who they don't recommend people do the medicine because they're going to abuse it and they're going to use it and use it and use it. Go back to a lifestyle where they get different, where they need to go and purge again, and they're never embodying their God genes.
Okay.
But you haven't embodied your God gene neither. You're still a down low man, basically. Yours with a transformer. I'm trying to think of a nice word so it doesn't offend nobody. Yours with a transformer, and then you went to Janae afterwards. You don't know yourself, so you give him advice. You yourself haven't even gone through that status, and you're still working for the cult. So even though you're saying you're not creating a cult, right? Cults always starts off as a good thing, and then it turns into something bad. A group of people come together and they formulate something, and then the one who created it goes haywire, it goes crazy, and the power goes to their head. You are also a I don't know, I like to say narcissist, but that's, what, we'll go with that. You're a narcissist by yourself, so you want to lead people as well because you want that power. You always wanted that power from when you was around Nature Boy. You was a coward. You waited to when he was in lockdown before you come out of the cult. But now you're trying to say you're not formulating a cult. You've been trying to formulate a cult. The love lotus cult or the love cult. You've been trying to do it. And then you've been using the LGBTQ synonym or whatever tag, hashtag love wins. So you are trying to get this guy now because, like, he has a lot of followers and stuff like that, so that you can formulate something. And, like, I'm sure everybody can see right through what's going on. So what you're doing now, right, you're promoting the ayahuasca. This guy looks like he's never taken ayahuasca because he's asking you the different types of ayahuasca and all that stuff. And it's just like you're just I still think you're a revamp from Nature Boy. I think nothing can take me away from that because the master is in. Well, he ain't in prison yet, but he in jail. So you're just promoting something, but that promotion, where would it take you? But it's just Solar's just on a whole foolishness. He's just on a whole foolishness. He's on a whole ego trip. He thinks he knows it all. You don't know it all, dude. You need to just go read a book, learn from an expert. Fundi Fee said that you are not the master of yourself. You need a teacher before you become a master of yourself.
As windows to see what you can do. You're not gaining abilities, you're not gaining powers, you're not getting high, you're removing inhibition. And you're becoming you. Your soul comes into your body damn near 100% if you're pure enough. And it feels like you're channeling gods. And it feels like you're changing perception, and you can see space as if it was right here. And you can layer it if you're doing it right. So perfect can freak out and go to heaven because that's what they already are. Just like a pillar Ankh Jed, if you were to touch it and you're vibrating at the proper frequency.
Oh, he has got a child there. So it's the child that's making noise. He just shushed the child.
You could open up stargates.
Right,
if you
exactly.
Mushroom, ayahuasca, or any of these things, you're only going to get your true vibration. And so people love it because they finally get to see themselves and be themselves. But the problem is dependent, and it becomes a drug at that point. That's where I will draw the line. Microdosing in mushrooms is enough to where you're doing something to your brain, to where you're allowing yourself just to think differently, so you can constantly rewire your brain. Is neuroplasticity. Language is, you're using a different language, a different pathway to get to the same place, which is decalcifying the pineal gland, increasing imagination, opening up the mind more, which is in alignment with love. If you guys can't hear me, you could probably hear me. If they can't hear me, it's because I'm getting a phone call.
Yeah, you coming in perfect now. I hear you now.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
I just wanted to make sure.
I'm having fun right now.
Good. Yeah. And it's neuroplasticity. We're really doing the same thing. You using language, the same thing as using the psychedelic, because you're trying to vibrate your when you're on these psychedelics, you can change it more because you're not really here. You're more in the spirit realm. But the goal is put yourself into your vessel. That's the point. Most people would rather just be in the body and leave the vessel and travel around like that. But these superpowers we're looking for, these activations, these level ups that we're looking for, come from not putting body out.
This boy lives in fantasy world. He really do. I mean, when I saw this video, I was like, wow. But it is kind of like a flirtatious thing because the guy that he's talking to is very attractive. He's a very attractive man. And I'm going to show his IG page so we can see what he looks like. Because he is a very good looking guy. Wrong one. Very good looking guy. Oops. Oh, is my share not working? So he's a very good looking guy.
SunRaa always puts $100 OD image type shit out. This shit right. That shit is right. Oh yeah. Gotta go check it out, ladies. Go check it out, man. The hottest in the game right now. Okay.
They're putting chains on me.
Egyptians after the pre, which is your pre-dynastic Camite, traveled up into Mesopotamia, so-called Babylon, and using new names and stuff, but basically Northeast Africa, on in the Indus, Kush, the Indus Valley, and India. They would take it, they release the soul, they would cremate the body immediately. You see, then the soul is released because they were dealing with trying to get a soul back down here for an incarnation. The way they would do it, the Egyptians, the Canaanites did another thing. If you were worthy enough, if you come back or whatever, they would mummify the body. And when they mummify the body, because the body didn't rot, the soul would not have.
He deals with a lot of Stargate stuff because this one reminds me of Stargate a lot. When the alien comes to Earth, so he's got a lot of different things in this. But I think the reason why Solar wants him to be part of whatever he's dealing with, because he can see that he knows a few things, and like there's a lot of people into starships and Egyptian stuff and all that. So I feel that's why Solar wants to link as well. And I think they might have an ayahuasca session too by the looks of it. But I just thought I'll show the interaction between them. I'm gonna put Logos Ashe in the description box, and you can go and take a look at the video a little more because it's kind of long, the interaction between them. But basically it's just an exchange on ayahuasca and different things. See, because it says it here in the advert. Where is it? And the guy deals with night. The guy deals with he deals. As you can see, he deals with a lot of the Egyptian stuff. This is how he is all the time. This is just him all the time, and obviously he's got that link to York, so there's a connection somewhere. I'm sure there's others who would look into this and put all the dots together, but I mean, the most I see is the ayahuasca thing, basically, that they're trying to link with. So he sits like a pharaoh, basically.
Raw bastard to the newbie. Appreciate you. I shook. If you're on the East Coast, Nefer out SunRaa. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here in Cali, so Nefer out SunRaa. If you're on the West Coast, Nefer out SunRaa. Telegram. All right, bet. Send me a message. Nah, we booming. Hey, Dax, hush boy. Hey, if you need, send me a message on Telegram. Not yet. I'm coming on Monday. If you need, send me a message on Telegram at SunRaa999, and I'll respond to that. Hey, if y'all got Facebook, hit me on Facebook too. I'm waiting on let me see. What up, y'all? Roll back. We out here in Cali chilling at the Royal Palace. There go my mom over there, knocked out. Just chilling. We supposed to be talking about feminine that attract in these relationships with these masculine energy. I shook. How you feel? Muta Wawed, which is very good. I'm just out here in Cali chilling. We have a major event coming at the end of September. Are you broadcasting your show? I think so. It's gonna be on StreamYard. On StreamYard. So we having this. Look, this is like the VIP. Come on now. So we gotta continue to bring it out. You know what I'm saying? Love it. Who are vibrating a little higher. You know what I'm saying? They are on these starships that are cloaked in the skies. Long story short, and then you got the mothership. You know what I'm saying? That is emitting signals. And if you raise your vibration high enough, you can pick that up. Now, the problem is, excuse me, the Mukasu or these Adamites or these Hyksos, okay, they're bombarding the airwaves with their AM, FM frequencies, which is making it difficult for a lot of us to hear those, to pick up on that frequency. So in order to get past that, you have to raise your vibration. May I come up and of course you, hey, listen, and let me ask you the same question. May I come up and learn? And listen, this is a receptive, so I can learn from you too. I'm still learning. Oh, good. Nine Mind, good dad conference. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. But yeah, no doubt. Pull up. May I come up? Yeah, pull up. We can do a build or something. It don't matter. We chilling right now. We just chilling. Nine Mind, yes. A God conference. You know what I'm saying? Low key, we having one right now. We just having a God conference pregame. You are a major, and I appreciate. I shook Love Soul. I appreciate that. I'm nothing. And listen, like I love saying, I'm nothing more than a divine reflection. That's all I am. I know I'm a little different, but ultimately, I'm just a divine reflection. Okay. Peace, God, Goddess Warrior 999 is in the building. Yeah, view request. Let's do it. Let me see. How do I? Hold on. Hey, give me a second. Hold on. Let me accept it. I don't do lives or IG too often, so I could be slow on it. Hold on. How do you? I don't know how to accept it. Oh God.
To your brain to where you're allowing yourself just to think differently, so you can constantly rewire your brain. They only know what they were told.
Exactly.
And one generation right before that, we don't know them. And the people who do know them and the people who are connected to them, it's very cloudy. It's very weird. There's no information, there's no knowledge in these ancestors. Something something happened. I can't tell you exactly what happened. They talk about a great reset. They talk about this. They talk about that. Humans used to all be standard 7 foot, 8 foot tall, standard. Now we're like small and shit. Like,
what do you think happened?
Well, I hear different things. Now, if you want to go on a galactic,
Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm here to learn. Let's do it.
let's do it. So, like in a galactic level, right? And anybody can talk. I think that's what I think. I think on a galactic level, you know, I was seated here. I believe people like you were seated here,
Right.
and it's like, see if we're gonna do what we want to do. And I feel like we're here literally to evolve humanity. I don't think everybody here is meant to be doing what we're doing. I think that they are going to feel the effects of what we're doing, feel the results of what we're doing. But there's people like us who are just, we have to lead, bro. We know we want to. It's in us, but we have to check the pride. We have to check all those things, and we have to make sure we operate in love. You see what I'm saying? I believe that I'm seated here, able to guide humanity back into that infinite love, regardless of what color you may be, what belief that everybody, I accept everybody. I don't deny any. I allow everything. I found the same truth in every religion. I have friends who are Jehovah's Witnesses. I have friends who are Buddhists. I have friends who do a little bit of everything. And they all inevitably same thing, love. And if you can't do that and you're following any of these religions, chances are you're not really following that religion properly. These are all different routes to love. Love is the tool. The goal is opening up your mind to everything, connecting to the all, to the source, not a piece of the source, not some of the source, all of the source, all of DNA, not just a piece of the DNA, all. And there's pieces in there we don't understand yet. I can only understand it from you. But if I judge you for where I'm at, I'll never get that. And that's not love. Only love will allow me to receive what you have to give me. Everybody in here who has a judgment on me and has a judgment on my brother here and doesn't know my brother yet. And because you come from a different walk. Well, tell us about your walk. Don't condemn mine. Share your. Let's find common ground. Religion was an issue for me growing up. Just because I always wondered as a child, why are we arguing? Aren't these religions, if there's all these religions, we have this giant religion convention where all these religions come together and we figure out what the truth is as humanity if we care about the truth. Oh, we don't. We don't care about it. That's the problem. You see what I'm saying? You'd have to open up your mind. You'd have to stop judging people. It's hard. It's hard to do that, especially when you come from traumas, especially when you come from this and you come from that. But that's the beauty. This is the worst time, but the best time to
Woo! Yes.
We are the trans. We get to the worst, but we also get to usher in the best of the best. And technology is advanced like this. It's not advancing like this. It's not advancing like this. Technology is advancing like this.
That's interesting. You gotta explain that. That's interesting. I never thought about that. On that's interesting.
The scale, the arc. So what you're gonna notice is that consciousness and humanity, we're evolving at an insane rate. And the rate is like this now. So this is proof that we're in a day and age where everybody can wake up. Everybody can reach enlightenment. Love and nirvana. And because we all have a phone. We all have the access. We all have the ability to. As easy as it is to do. What I'm saying. And I would say that the only issue here is distractions, media, and from walking. I've learned that issue with the concept that of I figure out who we are through these things, and the problem that we condemn these. Want everybody else to be themselves. There's nobody hear from you. You're wrong. You're whenever everything. Love. If it takes to love, love is a verb. Love is a tool. Love is what you do. A God nirvana. Love is the route. Love is the path. Love is that. Don't want all of it. Upper Egypt and the lower Egypt. They wear when you forest where the all crown. I have Upper Egypt, Osiris depiction, where they wear the upper and lower. It's simply the side and the God side, and then be all one thing, a whole complete sovereign being.
Okay.
Is the key. So you should never be following another man. You should never want other men to follow you. You should want everybody to know who they are. Embody that Leo energy. Be a Leo in the age of Aquarius. The opposite of Aquarius is Leo.
Oh, so you're Leo?
I'm not. I'm actually not. I have a lot of Leo energy though. If they say I'm in my Leo energy, that means I'm in my soul's purpose. Because that my soul's purpose, my J is asking me to be a Scorpio Leo, which is the 13th sign, which is dragon. I'm being asked to be what the power is. My energies, when I'm doing what I'm supposed to be, is what the solar system wants to do. You know, most of us are like that, but we're not in our purpose. And some people's purposes in their north nodes are out of alignment with what the universe wants to do. These people end up playing as enemies, but they're not. They're just different approaches to the same thing that we may disagree with. So there's a left-hand path. There is a path that is outside of love that will teach you enlightenment still, but it's called pain and suffering. Now, I don't think that's a route that you should want to take. There are galactic beings that choose to polarize themselves and stay on fear frequencies and low frequencies just because, like, that's all they know. And so they're familiar with that. And so they operate in this realm because their spirits are like that in another realm. They operate in this off of fear. Leo is operating off of fear, controlling, manipulating the minds through fear, witchcraft, voodoo. All of that stuff is just convincing people to be scared, convincing people to have certain levels of fear so that they don't step out of certain boundaries and explore their and really themselves. Wizard, everybody has potential to be royalty. You see what I'm saying? The problem is that we're believing lies, and because we're believing lies, we don't know who we are. We're spiritual, all these different things to identify ourselves and figure out who we are. The problem is that, bro, just be you. Everybody, just be you. That's all we need.
I got a question.
You see what I'm saying? I believe that you are genuinely being yourself. I've been watching you for a minute. I've been watching you for a good minute, bro. And I've been analyzing what you've been putting out. You're putting out as much truth as you can that is in alignment with truth. If you're wrong, you don't know that. You're not trying to do that. You're just doing the best that you can. I see you, bro. There are people out here who know that they're wrong and using it just because it gives them a level of power.
Right.
You're not doing that, bro. You're going to win in the end. People like us win in the end, bro, because we chose love. Love is going to win. This world is not going to transform through violence. Another thing, I have to contrast the belief system. People believe, and Eligio was teaching us that the world is going to be destroyed by nature. We're going to be wiped out. There's going to be wars. You know, the system's going to destroy itself, and we're going to get destroyed with the system. This is all fear. These are all edits in the Bible. These are all misinterpretations of what the cosmos is doing and the levels up of the soul. You see what I'm saying? It's being misinterpreted until it's like it's actually happening here. We really need to be scared. How are you going to teach that you God? How are you going to teach you an infinite soul and infinite being and then say be scared that nature is going to come and kill you and kill people and destroy people? When people are all wiped out, that's when we'll rebuild our nations and we'll rebuild our tribes and we'll become indigenous again and we'll live in two nations. Fuck that shit. I choose not to expect the death of my race for our success. I choose for us to be able to choose love, tap positive, good. You see what I'm saying? Start alchemizing. This is the dragon. Dragon simply means alchemy. To alchemize negative energy, any energy, into the highest possible vibration that we can. That's the dragon. That's why I'm a dragon. That's why I keep putting the dragon. We take darkest, and give you the light, give you the truth, alchemize it back into love. And that's exactly what I'm doing. That's exactly what we need to do. Hey, what's up, bro? Hey, young God. Hey, hey. I believe in humanity, and I believe that because any moment, it could be this video, it could be the next video, it could be a video, it could be if someone else does right now. While everybody can literally evolve in that moment. I that process. I don't believe you have to get wiped out and be destroyed first. I don't. I think that certain people will do that to themselves. Yes. Certain energies will do that to themselves. Yes. Ultimately, humanity ultimately is going to evolve and grow and grow and grow, love and love and love and connect and connect and connect. I found a real spiritual community. They're like us, and all of us are very independent. We need to get out of money, and we need to stop worrying about money, trying to sell our crafts and sell our time for money, because you purposes for money. It's focusing on manifest, a magnet for money. You know what I'm saying? Doing all these different things, you might as well work for it. If you're going on YouTube saying how to attract money, how to manifest money, how to do this, how to do that, you might as well be working. You are valuable. Build your value. That's it. You build your value. How does one build their value? They open their mind. They decalcify the pineal gland. They become able to embody more of the universe at a time. And that can open up the process and action of love to accept what everybody has to offer. And that's why I come to you so humbly. That's why I'll come to everybody as a student. So,
Hey, I got a question, brother. Good
yeah.
question. So earlier you mentioned that most people, it was very interesting what you said, and that's big facts. But earlier you said that a lot of people have not downloaded their complete self. Can you expand on that, please? Because that was big facts.
Yeah, that's huge. So we all have a genome, and that's what makes us different. We all have the same DNA, and what makes us different from one another, why I look the way I look, you look the way you look, is because we have a different genome, a different selected piece of that infinity that we are going to express, that we could express. Now, most people aren't expressing the totality of who they are because most of their genes are silenced. They have yet to turn most of their genes on because they're being something that they're not. And unfortunately, I mean, things like ayahuasca, you forget about your job, you forget about your culture, you forget about all these different things, and it's just you in that moment, nature, and the spirit realm, and that's it. And that's all you need. You don't need anything other than you breathing, controlling your own energy, and
Right, so Solar is interacting with SunRaa. He is part of Malachi Z. York's setup. He is a very feminine man. He looks like he lives with his mother, from what I can see, because I was doing it through Lagos. What's her name? Lagos. I forgot her name. Logo Ashay's video, but I decided to go straight to the IG. Hi everybody, hi everybody. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna let it play. I'm gonna do what my friend Nosy does. I'm gonna let it play. I'm gonna let it play out, because I think it's better when I grab the videos like this sometimes myself. You know, it's always nice to have your own little stuff sometimes, because some YouTubers work so hard to edit and everything. But this interaction, all he talks about is ayahuasca. I don't think SunRaa's done ayahuasca. So what's SunRaa's doing? He's getting information on what Solar is about. But my thing is, which is what I said earlier, he's not an expert on ayahuasca. He's not an expert on certain stuff. He may have had trips with ayahuasca, etc. But what he's doing, he's selling it to the guy. But what I'm also gonna do, I'm gonna start keeping an eye on SunRaa, because he's a very intriguing character. Sometimes I wanna try and move away from the carbonations a little bit. I did talk a little bit about Nature Boy controlling the guys in the prison, because there's a video floating around with Nature Boy with the guys in the prison. there was loads of theories on how we got the guys to do what we got the guys to do. So what Solar's trying to do now, I believe, yes, that's it. He's fluid. That's the one. That's the one. Earl. I was trying to think of the name. Wait, is it gender fluid? Is it gender fluid or is it what's that one again? Where the men look feminine, but they're not. Um, I forgot the name, man. I really need to look into this stuff, because it's interesting how feminine some men can really look. It's really something else. I mean, I would not go for a man like this. He's too feminine looking, too feminine. So yeah, so there is a few theories on how Nature Boy got the guys to do what they did in the prison. They're saying that gender fluidity, that's the one. Yeah. I'm gonna put both your comments there actually. Yeah, gender fluidity. I think I said it right. Excuse my dyslexia. But anyways, yeah. So yes. So these two are having a conversation between them. At first, he started out, he was sitting down and he showed where he's sitting, where he is talking from. He's living with his mother, SunRaa, it looks like, from what I can see. Yeah, what York practiced this. King Noble was no different. Oh, okay, because on his IG he's got a York representative on his IG. So I think because he's linked to York and I've spoke about the cult, I'm gonna keep an eye on him. I think he's more better to look at than Solar, and I mean Janae and Solar is interesting, but I think it goes to their head. So it's best to sometime free up and go other people. But yeah, so they're having this conversation about ayahuasca and stuff. I did put up a little bit of it, but now I'm getting the whole of the conversation. So I'm gonna do a nosy and just let it play. Really, I'm gonna let it play. It might be long-winded, but it's better to do it like this than we get the wind of what exactly how the conversation started. Where that's the beginning, the middle, and the end. That's I feel because sometimes you need to hear that. And what I normally do, I normally re-watch the video to get to in case I miss something that I can hear, and I'll go and watch other videos of the same interaction and see if I miss something there. But I'm gonna let it play out, okay, peoples? But thanks for coming through. Earl, Truth Master, Dre. So yeah, thanks for coming through. Yeah, okay, so you'll practice it. Okay.
Choosing when to be what you want to be. Literally, you can be anything. Your genome it has all your superpowers you're supposed to have. When you're in your purpose, your genome is gonna be fully unlocked. Your fully unlocked genome is you and your purpose. That's where your powers are. That's where your gifts and abilities reside. That's where your access to the pool of infinity resides. It all resides in you unlocking your full genome. Just because I'm open-minded to everybody and everything because of love does not mean I gotta do it. And it does not mean that I gotta live like that. I have my own genome. I have a certain way that my being needs to operate. And as long as I'm doing that, I'm in my purpose, I'm gonna unlock all that I can unlock. Everybody has their own path to unlock all that they can unlock. And that is called your genome. You have to self and control your own energies. But most people don't know their own thoughts and their own energies because they're being ruled by parasites. And the parasites, your stomach has neurons, your heart has neurons, your brain has neurons. These three places have worms. These three places have parasites. And yes, it is metaphysical, and everything metaphysical becomes manifest physical. So there are actual imbalances within our beings and our bodies. There's ecosystems in us that they're thinking for us, and we think it's our thoughts. The stuff you want to do, it's not even you. Most people don't even know what their own thoughts sound like. So I've been doing research, and where have I been? I don't want to do that. I'm walking down the street and all the stuff that used to attract me, I'm like, ew. No, that smells bad now. That looks bad. That's making my stomach churn just by looking at it.
Right.
I'm saying ideas, information, media. I'm not thinking the same. I'm not feeling the same. I'm not tired anymore. I'm inspired at all times now. And this literally happened from a parasite cleanse, bro. Your brain and the neurons are nothing more than how you process information. So we're not seeing things.
Wonderful. How are you doing today?
Is that, oh, what's up? Hey, how you doing? I should.
Yeah,
How you doing?
Tell him I'm a fan.
He always talk great things about you, and every time we see you on the timeline, he's like, "Oh, that's my nigga. I like that nigga. He's cool. I like how he's dressed and everything like that." So,
all right, cool. Hey, I appreciate y'all, man. That's dope. I appreciate that. Sending out good energy. You know what I'm saying? Reflecting. That's important because you don't see that a lot, especially when you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? No offense, a lot of mortal energy out there who are not used to giving love.
Absolutely.
I think it is a God thing to be able to give love, and I don't think that.
There you go. Stop right there. Exactly.
Yeah, I think that's a.
That's interesting. She pushes her head so she can be seen by the guys. Janae. Oh, so there's more to this video. I mean, more to this live. Okay, people. Okay. I think what I'm gonna do when I see the lives, I'm gonna try and go directly so we can see what's going on. The beginning and the end. Sorry, it's noisy. My baby's here. You see. Oh, okay. Hi, Hood Therapy. So I feel what they're doing, they're making connections. And they might possibly come back to America. I don't think they're going to stay in Mexico because they're trying to make links in America. Now, this guy he's from the Yorks as well because Tron is a part of the Dr. York. He's in Dr. York teaching now. So I'm thinking because Solar found out that Nature Boy was teaching Dr. York's teaching, he's making that connection. Okay, right. I mean, don't me, I can't talk today. Don't what you call it me on that one, but that's what I'm feeling. They're making a connection so they could come forward, meet the people. And all that, but Natiri's been around. Natiri hasn't been around York. She's only been around the sun. So it's gonna be intriguing to see when they meet up how that spuns out. But it sounds like, I mean, I don't want to be going to all their sites where they are, but if they land back on the IG again, I would see what's going on. But let's see the interaction while Janae's there.
Ability. That is a God ability. You know, actually, thank you for reminding me. This is one of the things I used to teach way many years ago. I just knew this shit alone. The chakra system, the 7 chakra system. I just looked at it one day. And I'm like, okay, I see it. I get it. I always mastered a new 369. I'm a Gemini sun in the 12th house with a Gemini Mercury in the 12th house retrograde, pulling Virgo and Sagittarius. My Jupiter is in Sagittarius in the 6th house retrograde, pulling Gemini and Pisces. My whole in the galactic center for me is Sagittarius in the 6th house. So pretty much I'm literally directly in alignment from my sun, Mercury, and Jupiter straight to the center of the gap.
And he's still doing Nature Boy's theories because astrology is a big thing in carbonation. So by him saying all this, because the guy is looking at, and I think the guy knows about the astrology side of things, but he's going on like he knows a whole. I mean, to me, I think Solar is really is up his ass. Basically, he has a fat head, and for him to just say he just looked at the chakras, Nature Boy did put out one of the things to do with chakras, but he mixed it up. He did the Ma'at laws and he mixed it up. So he must have just read it, or she must have showed him it, and he's only just realized about the chakras. But the chakras is to do with the meridian points. I mean, there's a whole heap of information on chakras. I can't remember half of them right now. I used to know it backwards and forwards, but I can still see that he's trying to form a connection to this guy. He's trying to form the connection. Whatever the connection they're trying to form, it could be a business connection, money connection, because he said he's dealing with some pyramid scheme, something SunRaa said he's dealing with as well. So yeah, for her to turn up, she had to put her face in the camera. Did you lot peep that? She had to put her face in the camera. She had to let the guy see her. Because the guy above haven't mentioned that he's with a woman or nothing. So, interesting.
Galaxy, and the energy's shooting just like that. And the galactic center acts like another Jupiter. So my insights are crazy, and I see things like really clear, really fast. And okay, so the root chakra is 3. You got the root chakra, you have the solar plexus, you have the root chakra, the sacral, and then the solar plexus. All right, and then you get the heart chakra next. Now, what you need to understand about the first 3 chakras is that these are anything that a bug would have, any basic animal would have.
He's still pushing the 3, y'all. He's still pushing the 3. I'm waiting for the pyramid to come.
Any dog or anything, dogs, deers, animals like that like, you know, cats and pets and stuff, they go up to a heart chakra. Cats are actually different, but dogs and stuff, they go up to like a heart chakra space. So they have their root to survive. They have their ability to reproduce, and they know what they are enough through the solar plexus. That's life. That's the only consciousness they need. They don't need to be self-aware like we are. They have a solar plexus. They still have a purpose. They still are what they are. So this is your first 3. These are the lower cities of Egypt. The lower cities of Egypt.
SunRaa just looks intrigued, and he's like, okay. I'm sure SunRaa knows about chakras already. I don't think SunRaa doesn't know about this. He's teaching someone who's already probably knows a whole heap of stuff, and he's teaching him stuff that he already knows. He's coming with it as though he knows more. Anyway, I know I'm repeating myself. Anyway, let me just let it play.
These are the lower natures. These are the animal natures that the Egyptians knew you had a master in Lower Egypt first. Secondly, you go from the heart to the throat to the brow. We're done with the body at this point. So it's 3 and 3. That's 6. Oh, I'm thankful, babe. That is 6 chakras. 6 chakras. So you have one body, then you have another body. From the heart to the throat to the brow. These are things only humans can do. These are God abilities. You can manipulate your vocal box to do whatever. Your voice isn't even meant for words. It's meant to move things. We move giant, massive rocks, buildings, sizes of buildings, comets, just by walking in unison, wearing gold, crowns, gold beings, gold in the blood.
This is how the live starts in the beginning, okay? So what it's done is rewinded itself. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to keep an eye on the SunRaa and see what he's saying. He's a very intriguing character. He is, yeah. I'm going to see what he's doing with Solar, because Solar's trying to form that connection really, really hard. So let me come out of the screen. Hold up, let me put on.
My wrist is twerking.
Now there's a familiar look. Hey, peoples. Jaded was here. Wonder what would Jaded say. Let's see if we can get him. There's a familiar look, but I am gonna come off. Till next live. I was supposed to be doing Dark Side, but you know, I get distracted. Right, I'm pulled over. Ocean Yemi's always pulling me on this side more, but I'm gonna keep an eye on this guy. I'm gonna keep an eye on him, being he's a Yorkie and all. And yeah, I will see everybody. So thank you for coming through. Oh, I'm calling myself. Thank you for coming through, Earl. Truth Master Dre. So and Hood Therapy. Yeah, he's gender fluid. I can see it. So yeah, I'm gonna see what else he does with Solar and Janae, because it'd be to see. I mean, I'm very intrigued because they're trying to think on new ways to make money. They're looking for new tribe to join or new cults to join right now. That's what I'm thinking they're doing. So as it's reached 1 hour of the build, I'm gonna try. I might just do an open panel soon when my little one's sleeping. I might do it. Keep an eye out. Thank you. Keep an eye out and take care of take care of yourselves wherever you are. Yeah, because I'm sure we have a lot to talk about these people, you know. So I'm gonna do an open panel because I know this one is interesting. It's intriguing. I think it's interesting to watch. Sometimes, right, I can't watch with just popcorn. I need to say some stuff. I get frustrated when I'm in the chat sometime, and I have a lot to say. So, with that said, I'm going to come off. Have a good day, a good afternoon. Well, it's soon afternoon over here. Thanks for coming through. I'm going to put up the gender fluidity thing and the York thing. Yeah. So, with that said, I'll see you all. Bye.